Because of its topic, probably this video will be more interesting for a woman, for a girl, than a man. But if you are a man, please don't run away, don't click away, because every man has female friends or relatives or colleagues or something or someone, and maybe you will be the person who will take the information to them or share the information with them. And trust me, and I'm saying this as a spy from a female side, men, guys, boys, gentlemen, a well-informed man is very, very impressive for us women. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you the Moon Cup. Ta-da! Moon Cup or Menstruation Cup. And she is our main character today. I will talk about this little plastic thingy in the next 10-15 minutes. So, she is the menstruation cup. This is a medical grade plastic, so probably no one will have allergic reaction. How we use it exactly is in the same position or same place as the tampon. We place it in the vagina, and imagine this is your womb and this is the cervix, the head of your womb. And when menstruation liquid, the blood and etc. coming out, this cup is collected. If you think, oh my god, this girl is just sharing some purple hippie idea, I have to tell you that it was invented in the 1900s. And around the 1930s, there was a lady called Leona Chalmer. She was an actress. She was the big promoter of the Moon Cup, of the menstrual cup. She was writing books about it and the female hygiene. She was actress, so it was very important for her, and she kind of promoted for actresses at the beginning because she was traveling a lot, and when she was on stage and she was in a beautiful white silky dress, well, it was a little bit uncomfortable if she had accident because she was menstruating in the time when she had the performance. And of course it was not a new idea for her because in her family she has ancestors who's been doctors, so she was kind of flexible and familiar with this idea. Actually, if someone is familiar with the history of the sanitary products, you probably know that the tampon was invented around the same time, the same era. And it's really interesting because back in time, in the 30s, the menstruation cup was much more popular than the tampon. And we can ask that, okay, but today everyone knows the tampon, but no one knows this cup. Actually, lots of people doesn't know the cup. The reason is the World War. When the World War came, the Asian rubber market was kind of closed and not enough rubber came into the other part of the world. And even the rubber which came into this part of the world, they used it for products which was useful in the war, and they didn't create the menstrual cup. So slowly it disappeared, and around the 2000, basically a couple of years ago, it started to bloom again. I think this is the time when I started to be familiar with it and I kind of discovered it, and since then I'm using it.
Is whether it's awesome or super awesome.
I decided to create this video by two reasons. One reason because I'm using it since a long time and it changed my life and it helps my life tremendously, and I would like to share all of these things. And the other reason is because I was listening a program where women been talking about all sorts of topics, and one was the menstruation. And when someone presented the menstrual cup, 70% of these ladies, they've been like, what is this? And they have no idea. And this woman being the kind of intellectual lead of that particular country.
Oh wow.
I was thinking, oh my god, if this woman doesn't know it exists, then what to expect from the rest of the population? So I thought, okay, I would like to share the information and I would like to spread the information. So here we are. Ta-da! First of all, let's go through the pros and the cons. Why to use and why not to use. I have 8 pros, 8 reasons why is it good to use. And let's start with the ones which is in the title of the video, why it makes your life, if you are a woman, if you are a female, why it makes your life easier if you are traveling. First thing first, it can happen that we have to sit on the airplane or the bus or something for a longer time, which means there is no toilet nearby really, and we can have a stress that, oh my god, my tampon or my pad is able to keep everything in for so long time, or what will happen, or how to solve this problem. Well, the menstruation cup it can stay inside 10-12 hours, or it really depends on how much menstruation liquid is coming out from your body, how strong is your menstruation. If you use the menstruation cup, basically you can have a peace of mind for 12 hours. Second reason, when you are packing your pads, your tampons, you don't have to put I don't know how many boxes of pads or tampons. Have a cup, very light, very small, and you are done. Third reason, you don't need to worry of that, oh my god, I packed lots of products, and what's then if I run out of products? What's then if the menstruation is stronger? What's then if whatever happens? And there is no shop and where to buy the next one. In lots of countries, it's not something is available in the middle of the jungle. For example, maybe you won't have tampon. So basically, the long story short, traveling can be a little bit stressful by itself because of many reasons. With this, if you have your moon cup, if you have your menstruation cup, one reason less to get stressed. You have a little bit of peace of mind that you know that this part of your life, this topic of your life is ticked, is fine. The fourth reason is, if you buy one cup, you can use it for 10-15 years. I bought mine extremely long time ago, 10 or 12 years ago, and I'm still using the same, not this one. Regarding the Google of one of these cup is $27 and $40. In the UK is approximately 23-24 pounds. And regarding the Google in Mexico, 500 peso. Well, I bought this one in Mexico for 250 peso, which means it was just half of the price what the Google says. So I don't know what is the real price in the US or in the UK. I'm sure you can buy cheaper or more expensive products, depends on the brand, as everything, but make a little bit of math. If you buy one box of tampon or pads for one menstruation, and maybe need less or more, I don't know. And let's say you have 12 menstruation in a year, you can have less or more. And let's say you're using your cup for 10 years. How much probably it costs if you buy tampon for 10 years in the US, numbers for the UK, and how much does it cost one cup in the US and in the UK. And you can see obviously the numbers. The numbers are talking by itself that much cheaper to buy this cup. And of course, if you think about not just price-wise, but physically, how much product one woman uses in her life and how many women exist in the world, how many products we just, because of a little blood, how widely we pollute the world. And I understand that we are human, we pollute the world with other things and with bigger scale, but still little thing will sum up and it will be something big. And apart from the kind of physical aspect of using the menstruation cup, there is another aspect which, I don't know, maybe I can say that it was even more important for me. I will talk about this now. The first thing is it changed my body awareness completely. I started to be able to see that how is my cycle, that on the first day how much menstruation liquid I have or blood I have, or the second day, third day. I started to understand my body, I started to understand my cycle, and I've seen what is my kind of norm. And if something was different, something changed, I immediately understood that, okay, something is wrong, something not working in the right way, so maybe I need to figure out the solution. And the second thing, what happened after I started to connect more and more my body, as I had the kind of the dialogue with my body, I started to understand what my body wants to tell me and what are the signs want to tell me. I started to trust my body more. And through this, I started to trust myself more. So basically, my self-confidence, it changed a lot. I started to feel much more stable and much more grounded and rooted that who I am. And the third thing is, I started to feel much more grounded and rooted in my own femininity. That I am a woman, it changed tremendously, because when my period came in the past, I was thinking, whoa, that sucks for 4 or 5 days. Now I'm kind of out of life. And now I'm thinking about that, wow, finally it's here. And I know I'm more sensitive. I can have more connection, or I'm more creative. I started to celebrate who I am. And I started to celebrate with every menstruation that I have a healthy body and my organs working well. So it's completely changed. And I have to admit, And it will be a little bit personal that when I was younger, the really first contraception pills I was taking, I had to take them every single day during the year. So basically for years and years I didn't have menstruation. But luckily I was listening, and I don't know why, this little voice who said inside of me that, Jusha, if you don't use a car, for example, the car is just sitting in a garage all year around, it starts to get rusty, it starts to get rotten. And at the end of the day, it's the same with your internal organs. If you are not allowing them to work naturally, of course, there is a chance that you will build up some illness or sickness or something. So, and this little sound, little voice was so strong in my head that I thought, okay, I don't want to do this. So I just stopped having the contraception pills. And a good couple of years later, I started to use the cup, and my relation with my femininity, with myself, with my body, everything is changed tremendously. And honestly, a little bit of the reason of creating this video, because I'm getting towards my 50s, which means I'm slowly, my menstruation will fade in the near future, I guess. And honestly, I just started to really enjoy that I'm a female, I'm having menstruation, and I have all of these side effects of the menstruation. And I was thinking, wow, if I have this kind of mindset when I was 20, 30, how much insight, how much wisdom would have been able to receive then. So I'm a little bit like I'm sending the message for everyone who is still at the beginning of the journey, of the female journey, of the menstruation journey, that use this cup, and it is able to help to change your relationship with your menstruation, and maybe you will be able to connect with yourself earlier, and you will enjoy who you are earlier than in your late 40s and 50s. Now in the next couple of moments, I would like to share a bit of kind of ceremony you can do at home. So if you are at the beginning of your journey and you think, oh no, leave me with the blood, I don't want to think about and see the blood, then please now just close your ears, close your eyes, or just go a little bit further in the video, because I will talk about the practical things, how to insert and take out and in the cup. So we're coming back to the practical things, so please don't go too far and go and make a tea for yourself. But if you are in your journey when you think, okay, I'm open to have a little bit more bloody things, then what you can do. My suggestion, when you are at home and no one bothers you, just close the door or whatever, and you have your blood in your cup, and make yourself naked and just stand in front of the mirror and just start to use the blood like is a painting, like a red colored painting, and just make yourself, just paint yourself like whatever comes, maybe like an Indian or whatever. Paint your face, paint your body, maybe just smudge the blood on your body, and just stand in front of the mirror and watch your body. This is what we do so rarely because we have shame. And watch how you feel. How you feel that you connected with your body. And it's a little bit, kind of a little bit animalistic, that the blood, you smudged with blood. And watch how do you feel. And you probably will be very surprised what kind of feelings coming up. And it can help you to connect with your feminine side, with your strong feminine side, because there is a lot of wisdom to be a woman and lots of wisdom in the menstruation, and to connect with this. Anyway, now everyone whose ears was closed, blocked, now you can open your ears and let's see the practical side, how to use the menstrual cup. So basically what I normally do, I change the shape because it's quite difficult to insert. Just press it a little bit here, close it, and it has its shape, and you just insert, and when you release, it will stay, it will connect with the wall of the vagina. Because it creates a little bit of vacuum, it's not easy to take out. Even if you're going to have a poo, or if you lift something heavy, it won't just slip out from you, so you don't have to be worried. But when you want to take out, please don't just pull and try to take out, but with your finger, come a little bit closer to the rim, and just a little bit of press, not too much, just a little bit, so you allow the air to come in, and when the air comes in you can take out much easily because there is no more vacuum. Okay, if you press a little bit more, and this is where you need the practice, if you press a little bit more, the blood will come out as well. So, but if you just press a little bit, just a little bit air, you can take out, and you don't even need to touch the blood. At the beginning, when you are practicing using, of course, it's better if you use a pad in your underwear, just in case it's leaking a little bit or you didn't put in the right position. How do you know it's in the right position? It's comfortable. If you feel that there is a little bit of pressure, there's a little bit discomfort, probably is not in the right position. And the two cons which people are normally coming out with when they are saying that why is it not good to use the cup, one is because it's difficult to insert and take out. Well, at the end of the day, I remember when I started to use tampon back in time, for me it was really difficult to insert the tampon. I struggled a lot. So at the end of the day, whatever we do first time in our life, we need to practice. And maybe first time you insert and it will be in the right position, everything will be fine. Maybe you need to practice a little bit more. So it really depends on you. You interested or not, you want to try or not. I don't think so. It's something like impossible to learn. It's just a little bit of practice. The second thing is, if you are using or wearing tampon, there is a chance that if it stays for too long time inside, we can have the toxic shock syndrome, which is caused by the bacteria which start to grow inside. And of course, if you are not washing your hand when you are using it, then of course you can have bacteria. But the main thing what you can do, and is really your own responsibility, before you use it, wash your hands. And when you take out, just rinse a little bit. And when you finish your period, then in a little bit of hot water, boil it for a minute, and just killing all of the bacteria. For the next period, it will be ready to use. Of course, some people, when they change every single time, boil it. So it really depends on you. And a little bit, let's go back to traveling. When I travel, in the previous video I told you I always have some water with me. So if there is any issue that there is no water, whatever, I have my bottle of water, I wash my hand, I rinse my cup, and easy to use. You can leave it inside for the night. Me personally, I like to give a little bit of break for my body for the night. So for the night I take out because I don't need to go anywhere, and I just use during the day, and mainly if I travel somewhere, I definitely use the cup. So sum up all of the cons. Honestly, I don't have cons.
What?
I use it more than 10 years and I didn't have any issue, I didn't have any problem. I had only the benefits, but again, this is my personal story, so maybe if you talk to other people, they will have other experiences. If you have doubt, if you have any questions I didn't answer, please feel free to share with me in the comment section. If I can, I will answer. Or if you have any kind of experience, the same or different than mine, I'm very happy to read about it because we can learn from each other. So thank you very much for sharing. That was the video for today. I was Zsuzsa and this is the Hello Elmo channel. If you like this video, if you found it interesting or informative, feel free to like or subscribe. And until the next video, have a beautiful day. Adios.